Good day, everyone. I am Mia Bershal, and I am here to report about the DOST's councils and agencies. But before we proceed to the topic, let me give you some brief description about what is science and technology. Science and technology is a broad term that refers to both scientific and technological, as well as their relationships. Science is a methodical process of accumulating and organizing information about environment and the cosmos in the manner of theories and models. Technology refers to a set of procedures, methodologies, or action that are employed in the creation of items or services, as well as the achievement of goals such as science research or other customer needs. Therefore, science and technology evolved independently in the past, with the earlier typically being the result of experimentation in an answer to a specific human necessity. Science and technology, regardless, have become increasingly intertwined in the recent era. The advancement of modern technology has aided many scientific breakthroughs. New scientific understanding has frequently resulted in the improvement of current technologies or the development of completely new technologies. Now, let me give you some information about the DOST. DOST stands for the Department of Science and Technology, originally established as the National Science and Development Board or NSDB on June 13, 1958. It was reconstituted as the National Science and Technology Authority or NSTA on March 17, 1981, with the vision of a competent and competitive science and technology community with a social conscience. With the agency elevation to full cabinet stature by virtue of Executive Order 128, signed on January 30, 1987, the functions and responsibilities of DOST expanded correspondingly to include the following. A. Pursue the declared state policy of supporting local scientific and technological effort. B. Develop local capability to achieve technological self-reliance. And lastly, encourage greater private sector participation in research and development. Therefore, the Department of Science and Technology is the country's major science and technology organization, charged with establishing overall guidance, management, and administration of all scientific and technical operations, as well as developing policies, programs, and initiatives to aid national growth. Then, here are the following councils and agencies that make up the DOST. First, the three sectoral planning councils. They are in charge of establishing science and technology policy recommendation, goals, programs, activities, and approaches, as well as organizing and distributing money, supervising research and development initiatives, and raising external resources. The three sectoral planning councils are Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development. It was born out of the merger of PCARRD and PCAMRD. This combination went into effect on June 22, 2011, with the goal of enhancing government service performance and maximizing the utilization of limited government assets. The establishment of it will aid in the advancement of research and development in the agricultural, forestry, marine, and resource extraction industries, as well as the efficient use of people and material resources in these fields. Second is Philippine Council for Health Research and Development. Is the primary organization in the country that establishes and maintains an environment conducive for healthcare research. Third, Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development is responsible for the establishment of regulations, objectives, and activities, as well as the execution of objectives in the fields of manufacturing, electricity, and new technologies. Next is the seven research and development institutions that focus on fundamental and applied research in a variety of sectors. The seven research and development institutions are Advanced Science and Technology Institute. is a Department of Science and Technology Research and Development Institute entrusted with performing scientific research and development activities in the modern disciplines of information and communication technologies and microsystem. Second is Food and Nutrition Research Institute. It is the government primary research arm in the field of food and nutrition. The institute consistently delivers food and nutrition-related technology and information and research. Third, Forest Product Research and Development Institute, which supervises and maintains the country's scientific and technological sector. Fourth, Industrial Technology Development Institute. It is the department's main organization, producing a significant collection of innovations while also offering technical assistance to the industry. Fifth, Metal Industry Research and Development Center is the only government agency that provides assistance to the metals and engineering sector in order to improve its competitiveness. 6. Philippine Nuclear Research Institute is charged with conducting research and development in the harmless application of nuclear power, establishing rules for such applications, and enforcing those guidelines to safeguard radiation employees and the broader public's health and security. 7th, Philippine Textile Research Institute, a Department of Science and Technology's line agency, helps local textiles and associated businesses attain international competitiveness by utilizing native resources and developing technical expertise in textile manufacturing and quality control. Next is the 8 science and technology service institutions that provide services connected to scientific and technological. The 8 science and technology service institutions are Information and Communications Technology Office, the Philippine government's principal organization for ICT issues is DOST-ICTO. Its main areas of focus include ICT industry development, government, ICT policy development, Internet for everyone, and network security. Second is Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration. Its purpose is to preserve citizens from natural disasters and to use science information as a useful tool to ensure the welfare, well-being, and financial prosperity of all citizens, as well as to promote overall development. Third is Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology. The main objective of PVOX is to develop up-to-date and thorough calamities readiness and damage prevention initiatives for volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and linked geotectonic processes and phenomena. Example, faulting, landslides, and tsunami that have significant consequences for people and the environment. Fourth, Philippine Science High School to provide a full tuition for a secondary education with a concentration on service-related courses and with the aim of enabling learnings for a future in sciences. Fifth is Science Education Institute by administrating scholarship opportunities, recognitions, and grants in science and technology, as well as creating and implementing action plan for the advancement, growth, and the betterment of science and technology education and preparation. A large group of fully skilled science and technology personnel will be developed. 6. Science and Technology Information Institute is the Department of Science and Technology's marketing platform, as well as a prominent collection of science and technology data and analysis in the country. 7. Technology Application and Promotion Institute take the initiative in executing the department's knowledge transfer and marketing initiatives, as well as promoting other DOST agencies' technical assistance. Lastly, Technology Resource Center helps the people by acquiring and promoting technologies, livelihood skills, and knowledge for Filipinos all over the world. That's all. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, I'm Steph and I will going to continue the report. So, the Department of Science and Technology or DOST also composed by a collegial bodies. What is collegial bodies? Well, collegial body means a governmental entity whose marked by power or authority vested equally within its membership. So unlike a single decision-making authority such as Office of the President, the collegial bodies decide by obtaining a majority consensus among its members. So they're supposed to conduct their business with collegiality and in collegial manner. We have two of the collegial bodies, which are the NAST and NRCP. The National Academy of Science and Technology's proposal for its creation originated from the University of the Philippines and was created in 1976 to recognize outstanding achievements in science and technology as well as to give real rewards to those working on scientific and technological projects for our country. Second is the National Research Council of the Philippines. NRCP mission are to promote and enhance essential or basic studies for the continuous quality improvement of our individual or groups of scientists, analytics, and their insights. First is to cultivate links with domestic and international scientific institutions for strengthening collaboration in the production and also dissemination of scientific knowledge. Second is to provide advice on problems and issues of our country's interest and to promote science, technical culture to all areas of our society. So these two, the NAST and NRCP, are composed collegial bodies by DOST with mandated functions of support, acknowledgement, advice, and formation or establishment of international linkages. Next are the regional offices. According to DOST, the mandatory operations of the regional offices could be simplified and reaffirmed in accordance with the department's four MFOs. First is to formulate and implement a regional science and technology proposal sustained with the regional and national science and technology development or advancement initiatives. Second is to plan and implement the science technology services such as testing and calibration services, human resource development, particularly at the junior high and undergraduate levels, advocating and information exchange. Third, facilitate technology-based companies in the areas or assist those technology-based enterprises in the regions by improving their efficiency and enhancing their competitiveness in both local and international markets through better products or excellent service and standards. Also improve access to technologies and scientific technical services. Fourth is to monitor and coordinate programs and projects of DOST attached or connected agencies in the region. Last is to identify interconnections with other regent departments or develop institutional links with other regional offices and agencies, local government units, and private organizations for the effective planning, delivery, and implementation of science and technology programs in the regions. Last are the Provincial Science and Technology Centers. PSTC are the responsible for the development and transfer of technologies to agriculturists, local businesses, and educators in rural areas. According to Section 3 of RA 6959, the functions of Provincial Science and Technology Centers or PSTC are to recognize or identify the province science and technology needs and priorities. Second, impose programs and initiatives on the delivery of science and technology services as well as the publicity and information exchange and other issues of concern that will gain the province people. Also, PSTC develop institutional interconnections with regional capital of other agencies like LGUs, academic institutions, and the non-government workplace for the advantage of the province. PSTC are bringing the necessary resources and manpower to regional science and technology centers so that they may empower local communities with technology, which is a very good thing because sometimes we often take for granted the basic technology such as electricity, water, and waste management, especially our access to the internet. But in rural areas, these are still significantly lacking. So this program formulation toward the advancement of science and technology in their respective province. And we all know that our goal is to enhance the living standards of and create sustainable sources of livelihood for more and more Filipino families. So that's all for my report. Thank you and God bless.
Good morning, ma'am and classmate. I am Janrick David Ematariana and I will be the next reporter. Today, we talk about the DOST Science Change Program. The Science for Change program was established to help the nation to improve science, technology, and innovation in an attempt to continue up with the rapid changes that are occurring in our society when creativity and science are huge players. The Department of Science and Technology may speed up science, technology, and innovation in the nation and cause a major growth in investment in science and technology, human resource development, and research and development through the Science for Change program. The Science for Change program concentrates on the Accelerated Research and Development program for research and development, institution capacity building, and industrial competitiveness, which is made up of 4 programs. The first one is Niche Centers in the Regions for Research and Development program. Second is Research and Development Leadership program. Third is Collaborative Research and Development to leverage Philippine economy for research development industry program. And the last one is Business Innovation through Science and Technology for Industry program. The first program is Niche Centers in the Regions for Research and Development program. This program enables provincial higher education institutions to significantly increase regional investigation by combining development requirements with current research and development skills and resources. It gives institutional funding to higher education institutions in the provinces to strengthen their research and development capabilities and science and technology infrastructure. This program was developed with an input from academic and business world, and it was approved by the Regional Development Council. As a result, this program is one of a kind institution for interdisciplinary research and development to meet the science and technology requirements of local communities and businesses, driving regional growth. The region's specialized needs are met by niche program, which includes the research and development equipment upgrades, research and acquiring in order to conduct joint research and development operation. There are now 18 niche centers in the region spread through 14 areas with a total investment of 641 million. The next program is Research and Development Leadership. This program supports the niche centers in the region's program's construction of Research and Development Center. This program presents a means for bringing in specialists and qualified experienced individuals with great leadership, administration, and creative strategy skills to be in control of boosting the research capacity of higher education institutions, national government agencies, and research development institutions in the regions. The Research and Development and Niche Centers in the Regions program will come together to support higher education institutions to enhance and accelerate the utilization of research findings that will assist to the nation's socio-economic growth and resolve urgent concerns. The next program is Collaborative Research and Development to leverage Philippine economy for research development institution and industry program. This program is aimed at developing partnerships between academia and local businesses in order to boost competitiveness and productivity. Its goal is to boost the nation's entrepreneurial environment by making it easier for advanced products to move from institution and research and development institution to enterprises, from laboratory to marketplace. The Cradle structure is a tri-helix relationship between the administration, business, and academics, in which the administration funds a private firm's engagement with a partner institution or research development institutions. The program is designed to solve difficulty that a Filipino firm is having with developing creative approaches through research and development. The DOST has already invested about 125 million in 29 academic circles cooperation around the nation. The last program is Business Innovation through Science and Technology for Industry program. This program seeks to improve the Philippine industrial sector's innovative capabilities through research and development by assisting private businesses and organizations to acquire innovative tactical techniques such as cutting-edge tools from vehicles, technology permits, and patent rights, among other things. At no interest, the plan will pay up to 70% of the entire qualifying cost of the required technology. The Business Innovation through Science and Technology program has so far authorized one project from Herbal Firm, which is Herbanex Laboratories Corporation, with a total funding of 11.7 million. Thank you for listening my report, and the next reporter will be Hannah Mamanaw.
Hello everyone, my name is Hannah and I will be reporting famous Filipinos in the field of science. The first Filipino scientist is Dr. Angel Alcala. He is a world-renowned Filipino ecologist and biologist who has worked in the industry of conservation biology for over 30 years. He was the first expert to examine the Philippine reptiles and amphibians in depth, and his work resulted in the discovery of more than 50 distinct species. In 2014, he was appointed a National Scientist of the Philippines for his work on amphibians and reptiles, as well as the preservation of the coastal habitats in the Philippines. The next one is Dr. Josefino C. Comiso. He is a Filipino physicist working for NASA. He has examined a variety of Arctic phenomena and was one of the first to observe major changes in Arctic sea ice cover, as well as increased temperatures at higher elevations in the northern hemisphere. He has received several accolades, and that includes the NASA Exceptional Achievement in Science Medal, one of the most prestigious awards given to NASA scientists. Next one is Dr. Lourdes J. Cruz. She has been recognized for her work on Conus geographus, a Philippine marine snail. She examined the qualities of the snail's venom, which were mostly unknown at the time, with the help of other scientists as well. Their study cleared the path for conotoxins to be used in useful ways, resulting in breakthroughs in neurology and medical. The next one is Dr. Ramon C. Barba. He was appointed as Philippine National Scientist in 2014 for developing a method to make mango trees to blossom despite of the weather, benefiting the native mango economy. He is best known for inventing a way to induce more flowers in mango trees using ethyl and potassium nitrate.
Dr. Edgardo Gomez. He is well known for his groundbreaking research and knowledge in the field of marine biology. Gomez was awarded the title of National Scientist of the Philippines in 2014 for leading the world's first major study of coral reef destruction. He led the world's first national-scale assessment of damage to coral reefs, leading to international conservation initiatives such as the replanting of corals. He also pioneered giant clam breeding station in Bolinao and other protective areas for coastal communities of the Philippines.
Julian A. Banson. He was a Filipino biochemist and a Philippine national scientist. Banson is known for his work on alternate fuels, and he studied the manufacturing of ethyl ester fuels from sugarcane and coconuts and came up with the chemical process of obtaining excess coconut oil. He was awarded a Certificate of Merit for outstanding research work on extraction of coconut oil by the Office of the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture and Natural Resources. And he was frequently invited to attend scientific conferences all over the world. Dr. Favia Miller-Dairit. As part of the National Integrated Research Program on Medicinal Plants, he is noted for his phytochemical studies on the growth of lagundi. Other notable organic items on which he has studied include medicinal herbs, coconut oil, and carrageenan. He is actively working on developing strategies for standardizing and characterizing medicinal herbs. Last but not the least is Sir Dioscoro L. Umali. He was granted various worldwide awards and honors for his amazing accomplishments and advancement of rice, corn, and other commercial crops. He was a National Scientist of the Philippines awardee and was regarded as the father of Philippine plant breeding. And that finishes my report. Thank you so much for listening.